Right, MrWineguns here again. Sorry about that, guys. I just got rung. I didn't answer it. I answered it, said I was busy, so I'll carry on with this. So yeah. With the katana move, I thought it wasn't a very good move in the general game aspect, but it was a good move in the story aspect, if you kind of understand what I mean. So yeah. Another thing about the campaign, which I wasn't heavily disappointed, but I didn't think it would happen, but I was rooting for it, is where the hell was the Arbiter? I would really want the Arbiter to come back. And I can understand why they didn't put it in this game, but I can really see that maybe Halo 5, maybe Master Chief is generally struggling in a battle, about to get his ass kicked, Arbiter comes in and just kicks ass. That's what I think really should happen. But yeah, I miss the Arbiter. I found it really fun to play as him in Halo 2. I don't know why they didn't put a couple of levels where you could play as him in Halo 3, because I just loved the two separate campaigns in Halo 2. Really did make that game really good. As you can see through the videos, Halo 2 is one of my favourite Halos. So yeah, so that's another thing I would have liked to see in this campaign. That's about it. Basically now, also, for those of you who didn't know, and I found out about a week or two before Halo 4 came out, I haven't read the novels or the books. I haven't read them, but I have heard the story, general bits and bobs about them. And before this game came out, 2 weeks before, I did learn that obviously people probably watching this probably already know this, but humans were a very advanced civilization at one point, way before, thousands of years before this Halo even started. And they basically were very close to the Forerunners in smartness. I'm not going to say that word because I can't say it. Technological advances. There we go. And basically, they discovered had the flood kind of chasing them. So they basically went through the galaxy, destroying planets, going through planets, starting wars on the planets were left basically lifeless after. And since the Forerunners are the caretakers of the galaxy, they thought that humans were just generally attacking and wanted to take control. Which in some ways I can see that they probably would want to, because humans have just always wanted to have more power, aren't we? It's just a general human thing. But anyway, that's for another video, maybe one time, when I just want to talk about human nature and everything, but not for now. I'll stick with Halo. And basically the Forerunners fought off the humans, and eventually, the Didact and his warriors eventually stopped the human conquest of the galaxy, what they thought was, and he basically set the evolutionary stage all the way back to basically spears and sticks and wolfskin as clothes, basically olden times. So yeah, that was a kind of cool to know, and I was happy they put it into this game, because I already knew they were going to bring the novels into this game, obviously with the all the interviews they've had and all the big expos they've shown up at and done hour-long showings and stuff like that. And I watched a couple of them. They mentioned it and stuff, so I was like, oh, that's quite good. So that's kind of made the story, I think, kind of really more interesting. And then obviously, after all this happens and the humans end up being like just basic dumbass people again, a woman called the Librarian basically manages to plant all these seeds so that Master Chief will become who he is today and basically do what he is doing now. But throughout the game, you meet her and she tells you all this, and basically you haven't evolved enough to defeat the Didact, so she kind of increases your evolution, so then he can't affect you, which is kind of cool. So his weapons generally don't work against you, which is pretty cool. But I don't think we saw enough of it, and I would have liked to see Master Chief be like even more kick-ass and like just for like some points going to like rage mode, jump super high and just like don't die. I mean, that'd be kind of stupid, but it'd be really fun. Like against like thousands of elites, you just like 2 shots kills you all and just punch them all. That'd be well fun. But I don't think they'll do it, but it could be really fun just as like a little bit of a level. He just goes crazy and just start like the crap out of everybody. Anyway, so I found that quite good, how Master Chief is like a sort of already planned human being, and he's evolved to a point where he's like increasingly incredible and all this carry on. So that's really cool. So now I shall move on to generally Master Chief himself and how he has generally sort of changed from Halo 3 to Halo 4. Master Chief has generally, as I think is everybody's noticed, he speaks a hell of a lot more in this, which is really cool because he was kind of just like this silent treatment guy, and I liked it because it made him badass, but in other ways it was just like, why don't you speak? And now he speaks quite a lot more, and it's just generally dead cool. I think I like his armour. I really do like his armour. I like how 343 have generally made his armour like a lot more realistic, and I also love, like, as you can see there, the big scorch mark through one side of his breastplate, just war battle. And I like how at the end of it, again, spoilers, if you continue to watch this and you haven't played it and you had about Cortana, please don't listen to this bit. Obviously when Master Chief gets his armour removed at the end of the game, it'd be good to see, because obviously I think he will get new armour for Halo 5. I really want to see what they're going to build for him, because his armour has just got more kick-ass and kick-ass over the course of all the Halo games. So, I think personally my favourite armour he had was Halo 3 because it just fits so well, but this one is pretty kick-ass armour. So, yeah, but it'd be really good to see him with new armour on, and just generally loads of new stuff. I mean, I class this armour as new armour because it's the same helmet, but and mostly the same body, but slight bits of it have changed to make it feel like the shoulders are completely different. It's how it looks is a good chunk different to Halo 3. So I keep thinking this is the new armour, but it obviously isn't. But it should be really cool. And also, if you haven't completed this game on Legendary, please do and watch the ending, because there's one slight difference in it. Even though you don't see that much, I was just so happy. I'm not going to say what it is, but probably you know what it is for the Legendary ending. It's basically when he takes his armour off, you get a little surprise, and it's really cool. Only lasts for about, what, second and a half, 2 seconds, but it's just like, it made me a very happy kid to finish at Legendary. And also, if you're struggling with some stuff on it, I've got a tips video on one of the missions to basically skip like half the mission on Legendary, and it's very easy. Do it as quick as you can.